Hello everybody, yes it's me TONIK TZW and I am still in PlayStation jail, at least until Monday evening. So I've been having a crack on a free to play account and realising that it's not all that bad down in the lower tiers, but it is certainly a bit more of a challenge when you haven't got 3 years worth of captains and promotions and inspirations and premium ships and everything like that. But this is just to show you that you don't actually have to have the best stuff to actually be the best in a game. We're running a rank 7 Jellicoe, not even legendary 1 because I haven't got anything to promote him up that high. We're here in the tier 3 Wakeful. And this was one of those games where it was a, ooh, almost, but not quite. We did get our first Kraken, obviously, in well, it was the very first game that I played on this account, and I was chuckling myself. But it seems that I used all my luck up on that one to share that one with you. Because the number of 4-kill games I've been playing, and I've played, I think, around 70 games so far, and the number of 4-kill games I've had has been absolutely ridiculous. And it doesn't matter which ship is in, it's been a 4, a 4, a 4, a 4, and I reckon I must easily be on probably at least 15 of those games are 4-kill games. Right. I forgot what else I was going to say now. Yes, my time in purgatory, my time behind bars has been well spent. I've had a very busy week, and I do appreciate all the support, all the comments that people have made on the channel regarding that, and all the views. If it had been real prison, then I might have been asking for super chat tips to get me out of jail with a bit of bail money, but thankfully it hasn't been needed. I'll be lucky to get away with time served on Monday, and then I'll be able to find out from my main account on what was reported, who reported it, and why I was banned. But yeah, by the by, things happen, we put them behind us, and we move on. And the thing that's behind me at the moment is a Tiger. Oh dear. So let's put some torpedoes out there. We've got another destroyer pushing in behind us, and there is Red Team's destroyer V170. He's on his guns, so we're going to try and add to his pain there. Again, this is a tier 3 ship with a level 7 basic commander on it, and that Clashorn, I don't know what he was thinking, but all he achieved was soaking up some of my torpedoes. I've lost sight of Red Team Destroyer, so I am now going to get the heck out of dodge. We get 2 hits, we get 1 flood, and now we need to move away because our concealment with a camo on is 5.3 kilometers. It's not as great as it would be with you know, some good inspirations and a good captain bringing that concealment down a lot lower than it is. But we want to move away from that Tiger because although I haven't had an opportunity to play the new British battleship / battle cruisers, I do know that their secondaries can be quite tasty, so I don't want to be on the receiving end of those, and I'm just trying to figure out where the destroyer might be. But there's one destroyer out there. The TONIK is taking an absolute beating. The team all seem to have run away completely from Charlie Cap, which is great. I've had to dip out of B Cap because of that Tiger, and I'm looking around for support, and there is none, because I think this battleship that's currently off my bow is completely AFK, which is absolutely marvellous because we're already 3 ships down, and with a battleship AFK, that means we may as well count ourselves as 4 ships down less than 4 minutes into the game. Isn't this a great start? And one thing I have seen a lot of in the game is a lot of 0-0 scores, which I think people are just jumping into the game and joining it, and then leaving and going and doing something else. I did see one player who started a game of warships and then disappeared to go and play FIFA before the match had even started. So I thanked him very much for that in the politest way that I could, so that it didn't get this free-to-play account banned as well. Sorry, you'll have to excuse a bit of noise because I'm just getting comfortable. But we're putting some pain onto that tiger because he's got a choice now, either go for the battleship or go for me. And I'm thinking, did that guy actually fire his guns? No, his guns are looking the wrong way. It's just his secondaries that are popping off there. So I'm thinking, okay, I've got far too much going on behind me. We're 4 ships down. We're about to be 5 ships down. I've got the Tiger, there's another battleship out there, I've got 1 destroyer behind me, I know the other destroyer was there too. That's 4 ships out of 8 on my backside, and it's a very, very uncomfortable place to be. But we've got a fire on the Tiger. Let's try and get some shots on this V170. As I said, I don't want to be sitting in this smoke for too long. Not with 2 destroyers and not with that Tiger closing me down. There's the other DD. Right, time to open up some range to these guys, but not before that Tiger eats a couple of torpedoes and disappears from the game. Now the V170 hasn't got his mate's secondaries to back him up, but they do take down that AFK battleship, which means it is 7 plays 3. And I'm looking around the map for where people are, and I realise that basically the carrier's parked behind the island and the battleship is parked behind the island too. The only things that are being spotted apart from something by the planes is me, and this is not good. Torpedoes towards the TONIK. Let's just hold it and get 2 racks off, slightly overlap them, see if we can pick up a kill there. And basically I want to drag these guys back in towards the carrier, because if I put the carrier at risk, then he's going to be forced to come and do something about it by attacking the ships that are coming towards us. We get a fire on the TONIK, he blind fires my smoke, he's damage controlled that fire, and although I try to slow down here and stay in my smoke screen, I'm not going to make it. So now we want to count a few seconds down and see if we can get a permanent fire on this guy, all the while trying to kite him away. There we go, there's 1 fire. That should be a stick and tick. Salvo coming in, destroyers putting salvos on me, and the TONIK misses. There is the destroyer, that's great, he's letting me know exactly where it is. Oh look, there's the Cavor hiding behind the island, there's the carrier hiding behind the island, and everything is heading this way. What can we do here? Literally looking at the map, looking at the teams, this game is well and truly lost. And I was kind of spitting teeth here because it all collapsed so quickly. Foolish moves, but what can you expect from people in low tier ships that are potentially new to the game? But this video is going to be a demonstration of what you could potentially expect from people in low tier ships. Alright, I'm not new to the game, but when you look at the build that I've got on this ship, it is absolutely horrific. I decide not to sit in that smoke screen. I'm going to go after this V170. I'm now going to try and draw him away from the carrier, because that's what he wants. He wants a carrier kill, and his reload is a hell of a lot better than mine, but I'm just wondering if my aim is as good as his. And RNG is absolutely screwing me here. We're down to 2,500 hit points. We get a couple of shots on again, and I'm thinking I need to lead him more. This guy is going to have me because he's got the reload. And there we go, engine rudder and torpedo launches out. But I'd like to say thank you very much to the Cavor for finally chipping into the game. But now we've got a 20 odd second fire burning, 17 seconds down for our damage control, and less than 350 hit points. And this is where my game is going to end. Or so I thought. Because with 38 hit points left and 2 kills, we're still in the game. We've managed to get it back to 3 versus 2 from 3 versus, was it 7? So I don't know what the heck has happened here, but we've managed to turn it around. But when you look at the points, if that Cavo or that carrier dies, it's going to flip the points again, and it's going to go into red team's favour. And as much as I want to go after that battleship there, I'm thinking I need to get B cap turned to stop them from earning points. It's the only thing I can do. Because if I can stop him from earning points and the carrier and the Cavor can focus that guy down, we could be in with a chance. There's 90, 70, 80, 90 points difference, and I'm just looking 6.1 on the torpedoes, which is nothing, especially when you look at my concealment. I've got very, very little margin for maneuvering, or for error. And with the carrier running on that Britannia, the chances are that he is going to be twisting and turning to try and avoid the torpedoes. I've given myself about half a kilometre on those torpedoes just in case he spots them and tries to turn out of the way. It is one of those shots in the dark where you just hope that something is going to come of it. The Cavor is still there pushing towards decap, and I don't think this carrier realizes that he can move his carrier using the minimap. Cavor's gone. That's it. Game is in red team's favor, but just as quick as it went to red team, it's going to come back to blue team, and that is a high caliber on 91,500 damage. We are still in it. There's 50 points in our favor, but I've only got 38 hit points. The minute I touch this cap, this carrier is going to know exactly where I am, and that is going to be a problem. And yes, I'm clicking the minimap and I'm saying bring your ship forward, get onto that cap. This is potentially the only chance that we have of winning this game, because I don't have the hit points to survive a stiff breeze, never mind bombs or a torpedo from the carrier. And I'm going to have to pop this very small and very short smokescreen because I need to survive for around 3 minutes. Red team's carrier knows that he can move it while he's flying his planes, and I'm thinking I haven't got enough time in my smokescreen to take this cap. He could blind torp the smokescreen. I don't like sitting in smokescreens, but I'm going to have to sit here for as long as I possibly can to make sure I have the best chance at taking this capture point. Planes above me, 5 seconds on the cap. All I can do is run like a rat, and this is where experience pays, because he's been hovering there waiting for me to come out and do what he wants to do, which is get rid of me from this game. But I am not going to let that happen. I am watching for these planes coming in. He's trying to get an angle. I'm trying to twist. I'm trying to turn, and I'm thinking, do I slow down and stop? Force him to overrun? No, we're going to go full speed. He's going to drop as close as he can, and all I can do is turn the second I know those planes are going to drop those torpedoes and get away from it. But that is not the end of it. There he is again, and I'm thinking, is he in torpedo range? Yes, he is. He is. Let's get those torps off. Another set of torpedoes. There we go. I need to keep avoiding these torpedo planes. He's above me. He's to my right. He's to my left. I am getting very, very dizzy, and I'm thinking, if I can keep him busy, I can get onto this capture point. His plane should see those torpedoes. He drops on my right side. he misses, and I'm thinking, what do I do here? I've got no smokes. The carrier has figured out that he can move his ship, but all he's done is moved to the back of the map. That would not be enough for this game, I don't think. But we get a Confederate with torpedoes, and then in the last second we get a dev strike to take him out of the game. 110,000 damage, 4 kills, high caliber, Confederate, 2 dev strikes, 1 solo cap, and 1 cap assist. So I haven't got the usual splash screens on here, but there you go, a tier 3 game with 2,910 base XP. I think that would have been a 3,000 game if I had managed to pick up that destroyer kill, but it wasn't to be. But that was the last game that I needed to play to move up to the tier 4 caster, and here are the end game stats for you, so you can see how I played that one out. So I haven't got the normal end screens on here, but please do smash the like button, leave me a comment what you thought of this free-to-play game, and it certainly was a bit of a challenge, but just to show that you don't have to have the best to be the best. Top of the board, number 1. Thank you very much. Take care of yourselves. Until next time. Goodbye.